First video of the new year. What's up? What's good? First of all, if you're new here, hi. Thanks for clicking on this video. Hopefully you stick around. Take the time right now. Consider this a personal invitation to go ahead and binge watch the rest of my videos. Go ahead, ain't nobody stopping you. So today I wanted to talk about a topic that has been very relevant to me. You guys could tell by the title, this is something that you guys are obviously relating to if you clicked on this video or if you're interested in hearing more about it. I think at some point in our lives, everybody experiences this sort of feelings. We're going to be talking about burnout after college. It doesn't have to necessarily be after college that you experience burnout. You could experience it after high school, maybe after finals, while you're still in college, starting your first corporate job. It really is unique to you and your environment. So just to give you guys a little bit of background about my personal experience. So I'm gonna take it back to like grade school, high school, all of that stuff. I've always been like a good student growing up. I was the type of student that was really striving to get like all A's. I've had 4.0s in high school. I felt like that was like really necessary in order for me to look good for colleges and be able to go to the college that I wanted. I was like literally that type of person that if my teacher would give me a B or even like a B plus, I would like go back and like try to do extra credit or try to talk to them and be like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. Can you please explain to me why you felt the need to give me 89.9 instead of that 90% or something? I don't know. That's just the type of student that I was. And I've taken honors and AP, and this is not to gloat or anything like that. This is just to give you a perspective of the type of student that I was. In addition to, you know, academics, I participated in extracurricular activities. I was just super involved in school and things like that. I've always had kind of that busy schedule. My parents did a good job of making sure that they kept us active and busy growing up. So in addition to having to take care of academics, I would have like long days. Like, I mean, up and gone from around like 6 or 7 something, and wouldn't get back home some days until like 11-ish, depending on, you know, games, or if we had away games and they were just, the location was further out. Maybe we get something to eat after a game. Like, even if it wasn't basketball season, I would just be going to different clubs, things like that. So it would be pretty long days, and it wasn't really bothering me at the time because, you know, I thought that was just the way to do it. You just got to work hard so you can get into a good college. I was doing all these extracurricular things so that it would look good on college applications. And I mean, in addition, I was enjoying it, you know. They're all things that were fun to me, hanging out with friends and, you know, playing basketball, playing sports. So it wasn't something that was really like wearing me down. I mean, being a student athlete is tough, and it's, you know, at the end of the day, you come back after a long game or something and you still have to do homework. You still have to do those essays. You still have to do those assignments. That was high school, Went to a CSU, or a California State University. If I could summarize college, I would say this is the deepest grind mode that I've been into. I wasn't used to having such long, like 3-hour classes. And this is when I discovered my passion for that gym life. Now you're working hard for that next goal, which is, you know, that degree. So I just immediately just focused in like tunnel vision pretty much on getting my degree and getting out. College is not for everybody. I did, you know, enjoy the experience and everything, but it was difficult. So I just really worked hard to, you know, get all my stuff done, get all my requirements and all my units and things like that out the way. And I didn't really think too much of it because I was just, when I have like a goal like that, something tangible to work towards, I'm just after. This is also the time that I worked the most. I worked 2 jobs while in college for most of my years in college. At one point it was only the one job, but I was still working, you know, 8-hour shifts, 6-hour shifts, things like that. I did have 2 jobs at several points during my college career. And so then in my last year, I picked up a different job, didn't have the other 2 jobs. I picked up a different job, which is my current job. but I was working graveyard shifts. On it in retrospect, it really was kind of hard, not even just like mentally, but on my body. I feel like that took a strain, and I was still working out consistently. So it was just a lot. So then fast forward, I finished college. I moved back home during that last semester and finished it off a semester early. Then it's like, okay, cool. I'm still working at the same job. My shift has changed a little bit, but I'm still there, still working. But now it's just work that I have to focus on. So directly post-grad, I feel like I just felt really motivated. I was like, yeah, I had my degree. I have more free time now because I'm not having to worry about commuting and going to classes. I just have to worry about going to work, personal projects. I'm a person that really like thrives off of having like a personal project and something that I just do just because I enjoy doing it, and not because there's any monetary value connected to it, or not because there's a grade connected to it. I'm excited to be able to do that and just be able to create my own schedule kind of, and just create my own curriculum. Like guys, I could actually read books now for my own enjoyment. It just felt so fresh. I was able to do stuff. I was able to take walks, create my own gym schedule. Like I didn't have to fit my gym schedule around classes. It was just like a really refreshing period, I would say. Also, while I was very refreshed and motivated to, you know, start my new post-grad life, there was also a sense of like, okay, not much has really changed. Months went by, this is cool, you know, I'm still doing me, but it wasn't like a drastic change. I don't really know how to explain it. It was like this weird feeling of like, yes, I'm done, I accomplished that, but it was like, now what? Like, what do I do? Everybody's going back to school time. It's kind of hard to pinpoint the exact time or month that this happened, but there was like somewhere after summertime, there was like this shift that happened. But basically this shift was like, it just felt like all motivation just fleeted. I started to like notice little behaviors of me not being excited to do the simplest things, or to do things that in my routine had already been like established. The days just felt really dry. I just felt like I was in this motion on autopilot, and I didn't feel like I was growing. I didn't feel like much was happening. I just felt like I was existing. And so to bring this all back full circle, I think that that shift kind of was me experiencing, or the after effect, the afterburn of maybe experiencing a little bit of burnout. I didn't really come to terms with this idea until recently, and I think it was just like an accumulation of like overtime, working really hard in high school and then in college, and just grinding, working. That's when I really had to look at things and look at what was filling my cup and what was taken from it. And if you're experiencing these like similar feelings, you really have to just be honest with yourself. First of all, I think that's one of the biggest things. Just really be honest with yourself, because it could seem like you're doing all the right things, like you're doing everything that you're supposed to do. Everything on paper looks great, it looks correct, it looks like that is it, but inside you could be feeling like this ain't it. So I feel like even if you are doing the quote-unquote right things, you're going down the right avenue, you're taking the right steps, I feel like you have to mentally check in with yourself and be honest and ask yourself if these right things are giving you enjoyment. For me, one of the big things was just doing something, like I said earlier, that I enjoyed, that was just fun, that was not tied in any way, shape, or form to like external reward. I was just doing things simply because I wanted to, and simply for my own enjoyment. Started to think about like these things of what activities can I do that will fuel me. I feel like with the start of the new year, it kind of gave me that extra push and like refreshment that I needed. I started taking dance class because that was something that I fell off of. I recently started back with yoga, reading again. And lastly, you guys, I began putting more effort into this channel because it's, you know, just something that I do because I like to do it. And I just started picking up the camera and vlogging and making videos that I just felt like making because I'm really getting nothing out of this, like in terms of monetization. This is not monetized yet, so this was really purely for my enjoyment and to hopefully help people that are out there that have similar situations as me or can gain something from watching this, maybe some tips and tricks here and there. So if you're experiencing these things, these signs of burnout, the lack of motivation, I mean, motivation is fleeting anyway, so you know, it's more about like discipline and just doing things because you have a greater goal, your why is very strong and that's why you do things. But sometimes even the things that you know are really important to you, once you experience this like burnout feeling, you find it hard to even do that. I really encourage you to first of all, allow yourself to just take a break, recoup and restore and rest. So just be patient with yourself and be kind. Cut yourself some slack because you've been working hard at this, you've been grinding, you've been doing what you had to do. We all just need, you know, some slack sometimes. We all just need a little bit of refreshment. Don't beat yourself up and be too hard on yourself and be like, why is this becoming so hard? Why can't I do anything? Don't even start going down there. Just allow yourself. Maybe it's just for like a couple days that you need a break, honestly, or maybe it's longer than that and it's like 6 months that you need a break. That really is up to you and how you're feeling. So my last bit of advice, kind of things would you do that just bring you joy and that you enjoy doing, and allow yourself to dabble in those a little bit while you're still figuring this out, while you're still maybe working. Cut yourself out a little bit of time to do those little things. It could be as simple as you like to doodle. So allow yourself when you wake up or at the end of the day to literally sit there in your bed and doodle with some music in your headphones. And I promise you these little things will make a big change in your overall mood. And you'll just start to feel a little bit better about yourself. And once you start to feel better about yourself, then you find that, you know, you can get back into the groove and things aren't so hard. And also, can we just acknowledge that adulting is hard. It's not the easiest thing to navigate. So just acknowledge that you have made it this far. But yeah, just acknowledge that you are out here doing the dang thing and it's not easy, but you are making it every single day. So maybe some of this advice would help you a little bit. I'm still figuring this thing out. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure you go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you have any tips, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. It could really be helpful for them too. Sharing is caring, okay? And if this is your first time stopping by and seeing my face, go ahead and subscribe. You're not gonna regret it. Just go ahead and do it. You might as well. If you came to the end of this video, you might as well subscribe. And if you're returning, hey, what's up with you? What's up with you? And don't forget that you got this. You got this. This burnout thing it won't feel this heavy and it won't last forever. You got this. If it means anything coming from me, I don't know, but whatever. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Figure it out. What? So that's it for now. Thank you so much. I already said that 1,000 times. But literally hurts from sitting. Let me show you guys what I was sitting on this whole time. The edge of this. My butt.